I was, what, 25? I'm going to be a writer. He wasn't impressed. This is a poem about that. Thank you very much. You've been a wonderful audience. This is called my dad poem. This one's about me and my dad. 2 years ago, the bonds we had began to sag. I mean, unfortunately, he lived across the sea, so naturally the conversation had a bit of lag. But recently, he's been crossed. The reason being, I took a course in some fad. Poetry. Clean your mouth after you say something dirty. See, back in my homeland, children are more than children, they're investments. Investments suggest a path to profit. So I tell him I'm diverting from it. From now on, I'll be chasing sonnets. His response is sudden, swift, and oh, so torrid. You want to teach any Nigerian patients, have him argue with his parents. You want to know if my dad is mad yet? If you stop repeating that one same statement. You want to waste your life. You want to waste your life. You want to, but I'm not going to. Shut up. Sorry, Dad. This one's about my dad and me. He lived across the sea, but at least in even month we had a family meet. Now those I remember vividly. They began with a family treat. Dinner was fried rice, fried dodo, side beans, and very big pieces of very fried chicken. Telly off, me and my brother in the living room. Mother walks in like the harbinger of doom, and in her hand was father on the phone loudspeaker, and she placed him in the middle. Forget Lewis Carroll. 5 minutes with my dad to turn any Alice Little. You've never heard of belittling. You've never seen a belittling. 5 minutes with my father, make a slap to the face feel like a dose of vitamins. Meanwhile, my brother's by the side, spread wide, eyes tired, look on his face like, oh well. My brother keeps a mystery like Roswell. He should work for the government. Because he's all talk, no telling. Anything they ask, he's quick on the selling. What does Roland do? Sound engineering. He's a pop DJ. He plays pop music for £5 an hour. But my parents don't want to know that. At least he's making money. You are going to die poor. I'm not going to die poor. Shut up! Sorry, Dad. Low self-esteem is a vicious dish made of a most malicious recipe. Dismissal of a parent I wouldn't wish on even my worst enemy. I know he thinks in his own way he's doing me a favor. See, I know my dad. I know him well. He's carried on his weight, sure, a lot of mistakes. A lot of risks been taken. Can't say he's too pleased with his own fate. And I think he sees in me the scheme to set things straight. See, where I come from, respect goes to the oil, the bullet, and food on the plate. And the pen don't weigh much on them steaks. The speakerphone is trembling. Trouble from my dad's voice, because he's so bloody irate. Hijack my dream like Somali pirate. And my mom don't say much, hush on the lip, in a t-shirt, leggings, and slips. She nods away to whatever my dad would say, and the more violent his voice, the more her head shakes. That's how they used to relate. Don't get me wrong. Me and my dad, we did get on. 1997. And you remember that song? My name is, it's the Dawn. Played it to my dad, look what he's done. Goes through his record collection, plays the track that track was sampled from. My dad used to have a saying, I was your age before you, you will never be my age before me. That's my dad. Remix meets original, sequel meets original, and even though I grew taller, I could never overshadow him. But you see, I'm on my own lane now. I'm whole grain now. I'm trying to explain to him that the path I've chosen ain't so clear to him. But for me, it's a new thing, a true thing. I mean, shut up! Sorry, Dad. He says there's no money in poetry. It's all right having a fancy vocabulary, but that will never get you an audience with a bank or the tummy. You're underestimating steady cash in hand. It's the bedrock many backbone stand. You can't build a family on backward plans. I say, he doesn't understand. He says, shut up. I say, sorry. 6 months, 6 eves, no buttons. It's like we're playing tennis with muffins. Goodness comes at me with full force. I don't want it, so I send it back to the source. My mom's nodding. My brother's over and it disintegrates everywhere. No one's speaking. Christmas evening. No chicken, no rice, no phone. Relatives have gathered in the living room, and relatives only gather when things really matter. Times are great, and times are grave. My mom is covered head to toe in the color of raven. My brother is in the bedroom welling. Topic of the day, who's going to pay for the burial, the ceremony, the party, and the wake? Oh yes, he has 2 sons. They'll provide. What careers are they shit? My heart has a tonic, but the pocket has no gin. Ever was a moment, this is the moment of knowing. All my dad shut-ups. Every single one is spinning around my noggin. Tap on my shoulder, it's my uncle. Can't look him in the face, there at his sandals. You are the writer's son, aren't you? Yes, uncle. Every time I met your father, he would always mention you. And to this day, I don't know what he meant by that. But then he followed it up with, you should write something for your father. Something long. Something good. This one's about me and my dad. Thank you very much.